What's up, YouTube? It is early. It's like 5 something in the morning. I'm sitting in my car. Typical night. I have not been asleep. Um, I don't know. Recently, I just come alive in the nighttime. So, I was working on my schoolwork and stuff like that. I wanted to make a video. I bought me a tripod, y'all. So, because I was tired of my phone falling. This video not even going to be the ideal way. I'm just like, let me get this tripod off Amazon. I was surprised it said it was going to make it here in 2 days. Bought it yesterday, Wednesday. It's going to be here tomorrow. Thankful for that. I'll have to figure that out. I'm not a big technology person. I want to get me a nice camera too. Because this is just the beginning. It's always the beginning, I feel like, but this is just the beginning. Life is definitely moving on up. A lot of great things will happen. Right now, we living in a time of a pandemic, which changes the feel of just about everything. And for me, I always was home for the most part since like 2018. Going to the grocery store, going to the mall, going home. It's about typical for me. So now it's not really that much different. I still went through a moment in time where just being forced is different when you choose to do things versus when you kind of forced into doing it. You'll go through this battle. We don't like being forced into nothing. So thank God I prevailed. That video, that surviving video, when they did that was the only word I could have put on it. You can see in the video, like, she looked like she surviving for real. I was definitely, that's around the time where I was going through my moment, which I know everybody had a moment. It was nice. It was refreshing because I talked to my father and he was like, we was relating. We had the same thing going on at the same time, but we had no clue until we had came out of it. We both had found a way just clear our mind and to refocus our perspective on the bigger picture and on life after these moments. And it was just dope because we so much alike, me and my daddy. So I wanted to make a video. I was just thinking about love. It's interesting because Lauren Hill got that song and she's talking about love and they asking people about, dang, boobs, come on now, come to me. Forgive me, y'all, for that. But she was asking about what is love, and it wasn't even her. It was like a teacher, and it was like a classroom, and they was just saying different little things about what love means. And that's a dope thing to ask people. Like, when you meet somebody new, y'all, I just ask them, like, what is love? Because you can get so many different answers. It's amazing. And in that song they did, and love is just one of them things that's so hard to explain. But for facts, love is a verb. It's what you do. It's how you carry on. In what manner you carry on. Because love is going to make you want to talk to people. It's going to make you want to be around people. It's going to make you want to get to know people. Just that love is going to be growing as you do those things. And that's why people be like talking about falling in and out of love, because you can fall in and out of love for facts. Because if you're not practicing loving somebody, whether you're in a relationship that's going through things, if y'all not doing loving things, whether you feel it in your heart or not, if you're not doing things, whether it's, oh, I brought you some breakfast, I brought you some dinner, oh, I'm just calling this to check on you, I just wanted to sit down and have some one-on-one time with you, no phones. Let me hold your hand. Let me carry this for you. Let me do this for you. Let me do this chore. Let me do this thing that you normally do. Let me just listen to you. What's on your mind. Whether it's something you don't care about or whatever. When doing the things like that, you grow your love for people. And I can't really, I definitely have been loved and I have loved before because I always wondered about that. Like, have I ever loved a man? You know, of course, I love my daddy. I said, say, shout out to daddy. But have I ever loved a man? I always questioned it because I'm like, at this point in time, of course, I love all God's children, you know, so I love people and things like that, but like in love, because I always felt like if you love somebody, then you love them forever. But really, if you're not practicing that love can fail to exist. So it was nice getting that understanding because not only in relationships, dating and things like that, but family relations and just any relation, okay, any you and somebody else, it's opportunities to be loving and to be unloving. And it's sad because in life, everybody who's listening to this, you're going to experience something in your life where somebody who you thought should love you doesn't love you. And really and truly, they stop practicing love. They stop putting energy into love. They basically cut off the daggone. They cut off the energy. They cut off the lifeline to love at some point in time. If they ever loved you, because some people ain't never loved you for real. Some people just was pretending for whatever the case may have been. People can pretend like from being small, you know, children had the biggest imaginations. We learn how to pretend from a small age. And some people carry that on into their adulthood. And I'm not talking about for no job. I'm talking about period. They just pretending because they don't know what they got going on. They don't know themselves. They don't know the harm. And if they do, they don't care. So in life, you're going to experience situations where you expect to be loved and you're not. And the worst thing we can do in life is to expect things from people. Oof, that's a dangerous thing. Expecting anything, even love from people nowadays is just a dangerous thing because when they don't give you that, it can be so hurtful and it can be so harmful to your life and just to your creativity and to your drive and your spirit. It can just manifest and fester up things inside of you that you don't even want to have because when somebody don't love you that you feel like should love you, then you get mad. You get mad and you might say some things that you regret and then you got to go through this battle. See, you being a kind person, you trying to be your best self, and then you have somebody who still don't love you. It ain't got nothing to do with you because love is a verb. Okay? It got to do with them. You can love any old thing. A lot of people love the worst acting people on earth. Somebody loving them, and then you could be doing your bestest, being your bestest self, and then somebody don't love you and somebody don't treat you right and does make you feel away. And that's those life experiences that you're supposed to persevere through. You know, like what is the gain? What am I supposed to gain from this? You know, what's the light at the end of this tunnel? What could I learn from this? How could I put this to good use? How could I still love them? How could I learn how to forgive them even though they don't even seem to care? You know, it's benefits into everything. It's good. Romans 8:28. God can work everything together for the good for those who believe and are called. And I believe that wholeheartedly. That used to be my favorite scripture. I got a lot of favorite scriptures. But that's one of them that I feel like you got to hold on to when you believe that no matter what you go through, all of that stuff is going to work out for the good. And I can say that in my own life that has been the case. Now, I done been hurt a lot. Like some real deep stuff, which people who know me will be able to kind of guess and assume some things that would be hurtful, but it's a whole lot more that just the world don't know. I took, you know, a step back on publicizing my life. For one, I'm not famous. You know, famous people don't have no right to privacy. Just everybody business. I took a liking in the fact that I could choose what the world knew. Because if you not friends and don't have a lot of people up in your business, and you're careful and you're selective about how you move and who you move with, then you do get to control all of that outside and the inside. And that's one of the things I love about my life, is that if I don't tell it, then it's not told, and it's beautiful, because I done been down that road before. But loving people throughout all of those things is just something that you gotta want. You gotta desire that for yourself. You can't just fall into this and fall into that. You gotta make a decision. Like, no matter what, I'm gonna love you. And if it's a past hurt somewhere, you gotta be willing to forgive them. And I can say this about the love and forgiveness. I've had people that I never thought that I would not be in great standing with. So I thought we would always be on this level of relatability. I don't even think that's the word. But I just never thought that it would fall apart, per se. And it did. And it was a challenge for me, because in my eyes, from what I understood, it wasn't anything that I did to them. It was just some switch. Like I said, love is something that you practice. So somewhere the devil was able to, he was able to get up in a crack somewhere on their end. And because of that, then he was able to get up in a crack on my end, because I was mad, or I was hurt. I was really hurt, but it made me mad, because I'm like, I don't deserve this. So, and being upset, you get angry at the same time, for me. And though I still love them a whole lot, and I can love somebody a lot, and I can try to forgive them, lately I've been trying to figure out, like, have I forgiven these people? Because we'll never be able to be who we used to be. And maybe that was the point. I don't know what this life may bring. I don't know what road I'm going down specifically. I know the direction, but I don't know the exact route. And I do know that in every little thing is still a game, and every bad thing, like I said, it works for the good. And I be wondering with myself, like, am I too hard on people because I'm so detached? And or is this God's will? Are they supposed to be kind of like that relationship shift? Is it necessary? Which I do feel like it is. A lot of the times I do believe in my heart that it is, because I would hope that if it wasn't, then I wouldn't be able to accept it as is, like not being what it used to be. So I don't know. It could be that I'm not practicing love anymore. You got to self-assess yourself. You got to look inside yourself sometime and ask those questions. And I feel like in due time, if you desire in your heart to want to do your best and to have the best, and for God to reveal the things that you don't know, He will. So I had to put that in mind, like, okay, sure, you want to have this understanding right now, but it's not happening right now for you. So I'm open. I'm open. I don't know. I don't know if I'm 100%. I might believe this, but in life, you learn. And I just want to learn. And I want to see. And it's sometimes not until you get to that next place that you realize this was the point of that. Like, okay, thank you. So I do just believe that no matter what, it's going to work out for the good. Whether it's going to be situations that's going to get together or situations that's never going to get together, I do believe in my life it's going to work for the good, because it's going to be necessary. So, yeah, that's about it. Love is what you do. It's a choice that we make. It's an action. And I love love. I really do. I love love. I love love. I do. I'm a hopeless romantic, low-key. I want to see everybody have that loving family structure and that loving relationship, and that the love with your kids, and just your love for whatever you're passionate about. Just love, period. I like stuff like that because it brings joy. And I have a lot of joy in my life. I can say that even in this coronavirus, I have managed to find the light and to just keep it on, and I'm just so thankful for that. I'm so thankful for that, and I pray that all who are listening, that in these times that you are gaining some type of new found love for something, whether it's being creative or going back to school or mending some things that were broken, or just taking time to get to know yourself and seeing what you could gain from this time, because all things work together for the good for those who believe. So it's something good that you can get right now. And if you ain't got it, take you a moment to figure out, slow down, slow your mind down, and just figure out what can I gain right now? Like, how could I make this work? You'll be happy that you did. I'm gonna go to bed. Thanks for tuning in my channel. Black. My kids make fun of that. Black with another video.